plus the mouse with our thoughts on episode 8 of the Mighty Duck Game Changer. Wildwing is back with us once again. You want to say anything about Wildwing? Oh, I told you, Wildwing. Last week I said, when we talked about episode 7 last week, I said I think the pace might go up a bit now. We're in the home stretch now, 3 eps to go. And I was not disappointed in terms of the pace and how you got the ante. Just who that ante affected, well, oh dear. Oh, Alex. Um, she has been, so far, one of my favourite characters in the series. I mean, she did a brilliant first episode. And you feel, oh, she's learning more about the game and how to be better for the team as a mom. But oh, this week she took a major downer. Yep. Okay, so in this week's episode, we focus more on the states, which has been talked about a lot of the series. How, and by this point now, the Doctor's already clinched the first spot, but the second spot apparently is now up for grabs because the Doctors have been performing really well. And they've now been performing, a lot better than expected. By putting the fun first. The team's done very well and they've worked great as a team. But unfortunately, outside forces again meddle in interference and it's Sophie's parents. I know. I don't know if come back up. I had a weird feeling at some point in the series would those two come back to try and cause trouble again, because they were trouble at the beginning, and they are clearly trouble now. Because they got saying like, we trained more better. We trained like so basically we trained like what the Ducks did. The superfoods and all intense training 3 times a week. We did actually really go for that second spot. Now I think at first just doesn't really take much of it at first, but then later on the episode, we see her actually implement Sophie personally, and I'm thinking, oh god, no, why? And not just Bombay, but the whole team can see too that this is having a really, really bad, impact. It's just not working for the team. Particularly, I did like this one bit where Alex was being interviewed, and she was saying all about how we've done this, and this, and that. It's really helped the team around, and how by putting them first, as well as the team. And then, which one is it? You may want to cover your ears, Wild Wing, because one of the kids, was it? Oh, it was Lauren. She went, well, that's crap. Yes, more swearing, Wild Wing. Oh, and I was like, yeah, I agree. It is a bit crap because we can now all see, not just us the viewers, but even the team can now see. Alex is slowly starting to allow herself to become undone. It's all that great work she's put in. We saw this beginning in last week when she was starting to doubt her coaching abilities, but in the end was able to pull through. Now it looks like this week all that wonderful hard work, in Bombay's big speech to go back onto the bench before the end of the last episode. That kind of just feels like it's now all just gone down the drain. And she's now let the winning streak sort of get to her and makes her think, well, we actually now need to start upping our ante. We need to start practicing more. Ugh. I feel like now I'm starting to now like Bombay a bit more then. Because he really has. Cause it's been quite a while since I actually have watched the Ducks trilogy. So I knew obviously he was going to appear in this. But it had been quite a while, so I forgot what he was like a character. So at first it was like, is this the one Bomb we remember? But then slowly, as the series has gone on, he's been building up and has definitely changed for a lot better. And now it's going the other way. And again, Bomb may give me more reasons to make me like him because we got another character development this week. This time it was Logan to be in the spotlight. So I'm loving how we're getting to see the other members of the team each get like an episode, or maybe a couple of scenes in one particular episode to sort of develop their story and their backstory. And how Logan, who is still struggling to stay upright, on the ice. Because remember, at the beginning of the series, we learned that he actually wasn't really that good. But he still gets on the team, and it hasn't really been bothering him that much until now. At this point, where it's getting really, really close to the end now. Everybody's got at least one goal except for me, Because in the beginning of the episode, Nick gets his first goal, and that makes Logan feel, oh no, I only one left. And so Bombay agrees to help Logan. To develop his skills, not on the ice, but also off the ice too. And when Bombay sees Logan practicing, sees Logan making the pancakes, he realizes that he has potential for stick handling skills. Which I'm not sure is there any reason to talk about more hockey. Do we talk about much more? No, it's very. So unless you're a hockey player, you'll know more than what me. Which is really, really good. When his stick handling skills actually work really well, and is able to develop a really great shot. I always quite love how throughout the episode Nick is just being like, He's started to see the enviness. Well, Minnesota do wear green after all, so green is definitely the colour for Minnesota, especially also for MB, which Nick is throughout the whole episode. It doesn't, and the two don't really realise it until in the locker room before they're about to go for the game against the Huskies that Chip and Jez and they just reconcile quite quickly. There. One other thing I did love about the MB all that, Stephanie came back, and we got to see Alex in the workforce. They're in a meeting, and then Alex comes in, gives a good idea, which there's like, I don't appreciate it, and the boss is like, no, not again, just agrees with Alex. They love it, so because see that's everything that's happening in the series is really not starting yet. Just definitely. We've got 2 more eps to go, and it wouldn't surprise me if she tries to do something scheming and undermining to try and get the team off focused. It really would not surprise me one bit. But we'll have to see, because obviously we've got 2 eps left to go. So let's get towards the end. So obviously the Huskies, it actually ends up being a more lopsided game because Alex is now gone all drill sergeant. Not quite as bad as Coach T, although I've got better words for that. Yeah. We'll call him over the duck side. So it's not that bad, but it is like a drill sergeant, and a lot of the ducks are tired. And Alex, we can see how she's now not listening to anybody and how she's changed because she refuses to bother suggestions of putting Logan in, despite the team, thinking, no, let him in. Come on, we need to get fresh bodies out there. We're all tired as it is, and it's not going to go. And so I love how Nick distracts Alex by saying, "Look, your interview gone viral." And so Logan's able to get on the ice, and they do the shot, and it works brilliantly, and they not only win the game. Not only do they end up winning the game, but they also now secure that last spot, and they're going to go to States. And it's be great for the guys who are back in the locker room. And Alex comes in and just goes full on ballistic with Hail Mary, because she feels like, I'm the coach. You're this little. He goes real drill sergeant. She's like, I'm the boss. You're the little workers. You're supposed to do what I say, and you do not disrespect orders. And she just goes to trash the locker room, and then sort of walks out. And Sebby's like, look, this is not what I signed up for. I left the Ducks to get away from this, and even Evan realizes, yeah, okay, we've got no choice. We're gonna have to fire Alex. And the episode ends. And I was like, that's a great cliffhanger there. That's a great way to end an episode like that. It's a great cliffhanger. It makes me oh, what's happened now? So it's next week, which of course is the penultimate ep. Is next week going to be all about, okay, we get rid of Alex and put Bombay in? Because that could be where things end up by the end. It would not surprise me if by the end of the series that Bombay becomes the coach of the Dirt Bombers. It would, I know, it would not surprise me if that is what happens. But we don't know. But who knows? I mean, we've got 2 episodes to go. Uh, but it's clear that the Dirt Bombers now agreeing that Alex has now gone too far. She has crossed the line, and it looks like we could have a bit of a a bit of a mutiny. Come back, Barbie. The other way. No. Mutiny on our hands here. We could be about to have a mutiny potentially next week, and Alex gets removed. Which would be a great. Actually, would be a great. I mean, on one hand, I don't want her to lose her position as coach, but on the other hand, she kind of deserves it for being a bit of a jerk this week. And plus, it'd be a great way to teach kids. It'd be a great way to teach them how being a hockey coach is a revolving door. Yep. Yep. It's like you're in 1 minute, and all of a sudden you can be out a lot. Particularly if you are like me, you support the AHL team. You hear it at least every season. There's at least one coach who gets culled. Because the team's not been doing great, haven't really been performing as well as they should be, or they just haven't quite well for whatever reason. Every year, always at least one team in the AHL gets rid of their coach. And it's being a coach in hockey is a revolving, particularly in North America, it's a revolving door. So if you ever become a hockey coach, my advice for you would be, don't get too confused in your job, because chances are, before you know it, you easily could end up getting, sideline, and that's your lot. It's like a revolving door. So it would be a good way to teach kids at a very young age how hockey coaches, they have got the most unsafest job in hockey, because they could be in the post 1 minute and then the next they could easily be taken out. So it would be quite interesting to see if that was to happen. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So like I said, I loved how we upped the ante this week, because I've been saying this last week, with 3 eps left to go, are we now going to see the ante go up? Because I feel there's a lot still to cram in. We're just now only 2 eps to go. I mean, we're 2 eps to go now, and they've only just now got the teams that are going to go to states in. So it'll be interesting to see, because I think that might be rushed now. Because I think there's too much more off the ice to focus on rather than on the ice. So that might not be a bit like how the Ducks Bills, where you see the big match as like a big marquee event to close the film. I think maybe that would probably be a short thing. Yeah, probably because most of the action would be dealt with off ice. Because there's a lot more off ice drama that's been going on in these 8 eps so far. There has been on ice drama, which I think is actually quite good. Because it gets opportunity for people to see what it's like for, players off the ice, which you don't really get to see at all. And the on-ice activities are just kind of there in the background. I actually quite like that a bit more. Cultural references? Any cultural references this week? We did. New ones. Oh no, was it just... Who did we see this week? Oh, you want to go get them? Okay. Hold on. There we go, Zach. I don't recall any, are we? If we have. If we have. Oh. I definitely don't remember any cultural episodes this week. Oh, naughty! Oh, yes! Oh, yes, of course, yes! Because Evan was wearing, his wild jersey. But of course we already saw that in episode 2. So... Got a cultural ref. I'll give you that Wild Wing. Wasn't a new one, but we did get a cultural reference this week. So yeah. So it wasn't a new one, but we did get one. Okay. So bye, Naughty. Off you go. Yeah. I technically wouldn't have counted that Wild Wing, because obviously that was a one we've already have seen in the previous ep. If that was back ep. So I don't think we didn't get any new ones this week. No. Okay. Yeah, so all in all, that was a really, really great episode. It's going to be quite interesting what happens next week now, doesn't it? Because I've got a feeling what could happen next week. I do think it's going to be mutiny. I think it's going to be mutiny. We'll Whether or not Alex will stay in that position of coach, I do not know. But if she does stay, she needs to learn her lessons from this week. Because she's had like a right royal jerk. And she's been my favourite so far. But, this week I could not be on the ball, but I was like, what are you doing? The signs were there, the ETC, the undoing of Alex, literally right in front of our eyes within half that episode. Oh, okay, so it's going to be interesting to see what comes up next week. Really, really fun. And we'll be here to talk about it, as always. We have reached the end of today's show. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content, please click the subscribe button. It takes a second. Once you have subscribed, you're going to miss when your content comes out. So you can press the plus the mouse. Until next time, it's goodbye from Wowing. It's goodbye. And until next time, from me, au revoir. Hello, George Han here. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all my latest videos. Don't forget to like, send a comment below, and won't stick around to watch a few more. Go on, I highly recommend it.